Good evening from yammybtv. Wishing you all well today. Sending loads of love as usual. Now, I'm doing it this way tonight again because some say 5 seconds. Now, someone's saying 9 seconds before they can hear me start talking. I haven't worked out the technical hitch yet. Someone also said to me, it's once I start talking, it seems to build up and then the volume's all right. So after this go tonight, please let me know which one is which. Right now, before I get into this video nasty, because that's what I call this one tonight, I'd just like to wish my darling adopted sister, Teresa, down there in Devon, Plymouth, happy birthday to you. And even though it was me that's meant to send you a present, you were so kind enough to send me one, which was the Packer Rabanne. Right, you know, some of you, I've told you before, my favourite aftershave growing up was Packer Rabanne. Many of you will remember that. We also remember that at Christmas, I got the Old Spice aftershave as a gift out of the blue from a stranger on the train. So I just thought I'd remind you of all that. And Teresa and your husband, Reese, and your daughter, Rima, thank you. I love you all so dearly. It won't be long till I'm down there to see you again. I look forward to it. Obviously, there's an interview of some sort's going to go on down there. For all your support over the last couple of years, as well as my favourite angel, sister, as well as Lisa, of course, Marina, my angel, and husband Mick, special mention, special love to you as well as Vinny G. Glad to see that you're getting along nicely, Vinny. I'm proud of you as well, fair to say. And Carlos Martin, special mention for you and the family down there. Keep your head up, boy. You never know. In the end, the tide can always turn, always does when bad things happen or when people do bad things. You know, there's a way of it coming back round. No need to get angry, son. Sometimes you get the payback like we all do or have done. I'm testament to that. Sometimes you don't even have to have anyone hurt you. You can end up just getting hurt some other way. So poetic justice or karma, whatever we want to call it, that's what I'm saying. Basically, right? So I've got that out of the way. Video nasty tonight. Now, sorry, once again, I've got history, I'm afraid, for throwing hot fat or hot water over fellow inmates in the past by way of violence. We know that it's a very traumatic and serious thing to do to somebody that can leave them scarred and, you know, traumatized forever, really. So no excuses about that and no glamorizing, no glorifying in this video. I take it, I have serious regrets about it, and I have apologized to the person in later life, believe it or not, and happy to say to you, much as it, whatever it means, is apology was accepted. He wasn't left too scarred, it's fair to say, but I did, after doing one of those early interviews, did get a message from someone saying that apology accepted, that he was a Christian, a God-fearing man now as well, and very forgiving. Also, special mention to my bestie down there in Scotland, Glasgow, Georgina O'Hara. Glad to see that you're getting over things. And Mum last year, Georgina, thank you again for all your support. So yeah, so it was 2006, Long Lartin, the Cat A's again. And we've gone into play fighting before, and we know that it can cause a lot of problems and embarrassment if you're on the receiving end when you are play fighting with all that testosterone flying around in there. And this was such an occasion, and it was with one of my youngers named Shimmy. Shimmy was doing a long sentence. He got a big sentence when he was 19, about 19 stone without even training. Very, very strong kid, Shimmy, and was my bestie for long periods during that sentence. I was with him for nearly all of that sentence, if you get what I mean, and very close to family members and friends, especially those as well from Birmingham, Sharphead, and his brother, Jurassic, Darren Sutherland as well, that I remember vaguely, a brilliant footballer as well from Loudham Grange. Anyway, we're down the gym, Danger's there playing his part. Big Ezra, I've told you about him. The 9 Codys that got convicted of a crime in Sheffield, where, you know, joint enterprise or whatever they want to call it. 9 men had to suffer the fate of a life sentence based on probably one person, if it's fair to say. He was there, many others were there, and I started play fighting with Shimmy. Now, Shimmy, really and truly, I had a hard head back then, stubborn. Even if I knew that I couldn't win a battle with some physically in a straightener or wrestle, I would tend to test out my strength and have a go. And even when I used to lose, I still used to get upset about it. And on this occasion, it went too far. So we're wrestling. I can't get the better of him. He's got me down. And when he's got me on the floor, right, he's got my head and he's shaking me and saying, see, Yammy, what I could do to you now? See, I could brock you up. I could mash you up now if I really wanted to. Blah, 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 blah. But he's not hitting my head for real on the floor, if you get what I mean. But everybody was there and Danger was there. And in fact, Danger pulled him off me. You know, like say, yeah, enough. The screws are coming. They're going to think it's serious and all that. But I took it bad, right? I took it bad, first of all. So we've all got called and we're all lining up now to go back to the gym. Everyone's looking at me and everyone's looking at him. And I'm saying to him, all right, cool. All right, I'm going to catch you. Don't worry, there'll be a time when I catch you slipping. I might not be able to beat you in the wrestle. But so I'm taking this thing to a different level now. I'm now turning this thing into a serious thing, right? And he's going, oh, you could try what you want. I know what you're about, Yammy. I know you can't catch me slipping. Remember that. I know what you're capable of. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So when you walk back from the gym in Long Lartin, there's a long tunnel, right? So we're walking back. I think we were on D or C wing. So we're coming back and all the way we're having banter. Danger's in the middle going, oh, come on, man, leave it. Stop all that. It's only a joke. It's play fighting. Others are getting involved as well. And I'm saying, all right, then wait and see. Don't worry when we get back on the wing. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Anything, anything. I'm ready. Anytime. Blah, blah, blah. So I said, all right then, Shimmy. So I've gone upstairs. There ain't long to bang up. I know that it's shower time, so I'm going to have to get a shower of some sort before we bang up. And everybody's rushing around, getting into the shower, taking the turns. You've got little cubicles lined up. So in the meantime, I've noticed Shimmy going into the shower. So I'm saying to myself, right, you're going to be vulnerable in there because you're going to be naked, right? So I'm thinking in my head, I'm going to get a bucket. I'm going to fill it up with hot water because there's a hot water urn and sugar. So I'm going to fill it up, boiling hot, and get ready and catch him slipping while he's in the shower and throw it at him, right? So I'm filling up the water, right? Filling up the water, got the bucket. 2 people are watching and they don't know what they know what I'm gonna do, but I don't know whether they know that whether I'm being serious or not. So the water looks like it's steaming, you know, with the bucket. It's a mop bucket, silver bucket thing where you rinse out the mopping and use it, you know, to mop the floor. So it's one of those ones. But when you walk into the shower, the water looks like it's steaming. So I've walked down to the 3rd cubicle. And there he is before me, Shimmy. So I'm staring at him now, and I've got the bucket. So I've pulled open the cubicle, and he's just flannelling himself, and he's looking at me. He's going, yeah. But I know that he's nervous, because he knows that I've got history for throwing it. So I've got my face like that. I'm saying, yeah, what, you think I won't throw it, Shim? I said, you think I won't throw it? He's gone to me, he's just playing it so cool, like he's, you know, like he's not scared, but I could see him twitching, which any person's gonna do, really. Let's have it right. So I've gone, woof. I've thrown it all over him. Threw it all over him. He started screaming. But guess what? It was cold water. But he was screaming at the anticipation, obviously thinking that it's steaming water or steaming fat of some kind. Again, one of Yammy's But again, you can get caught slipping anytime. Never say that you can't get caught slipping in jail, because you can. You can't be ready 24 hours a day. I don't care, unless you live paranoid all day and all night for all the time you're in it. Just saying, if you've got beef with someone, you cannot say you can't catch me slipping. Because no matter what, one of those days during the week, even if a man and you have squashed a beef for a month and you're still on the lookout for him every day, one of those days you can be caught slipping. So Yammy's dark humour again, I'm afraid. I found it funny and everyone else did as well, but Shimmy didn't. I know it's not nice when you start screaming. I know what it is, all that testosterone. But what do you expect if the water lands on you? You're expecting it to be boiling hot water, and only to find that it's cold. But in the end, he did see the funny side of it. But I just thought, I'll tell you another I might be back after, feeling in good form. Love you loads.